comes at a cost. Am I right, Rose? Because what is it going to be? Is it going to be Chip? Well, the ban says no. What about Ling?
Yeah, definitely. GEEK fam looking to ban out all of the assassins. They know that Washer Paul is a very, very strong assassin player. So that's why in the first game, the Hayabusas, the Julians, the Lings, the Fanny was even banned out. So there you go, the Ling was banned. Bigatron Beta wasting no time at all. Banning out the Angela, I think that would probably be a very, very strong ban coming in from Beta. But I want to touch on that point where Bigatron Beta, honestly, the draft wasn't the issue. It was the execution. When you pick up a Joy, your main target priority should be Kadera, should be in the gold lane. But they were so tunnel visioned into that Barats onto the EXP side. You're a Joy, you can't take the Barats down just like that. It's going to be so difficult for you.
Yeah, that was the problem that I had in the previous round, right? It's the targeting. Yes.
Yeah.
Gideon, you mentioned about Barats being the front line, able to absorb the skills, the damage. Cool. But then again, for the opponents for Bigatron Beta, they should not fall for that bait.
Well, I mean, we say that, but time and time again, whether it be Terizla or even the Barats, somehow these tank players looking really juicy. But that's going to be Zhu Xin coming out as the very first pick coming in for Bigatron Beta. They didn't opt to go for the Zask this time round, so a little bit of a change now that they're on blue side.
Honestly, though, I prefer the Zhu Xin over the Zask. I mean, being the new meta mages, just because of the fact that you have AoE control and AoE utility. So the utility mages are coming back. Natural way to counter is just long range, but the Harith instead of the Moskov, I was thinking like, okay, maybe you ban out Kadera's Moskov, or actually GEEK fam was the one to ban out that Moskov first because you don't want to give it over the hands of Beta. But then they have another trick up their sleeves, and it's the Harith.
Interesting. But that kind of indicates like GEEK fam want to play a composition that not only takes space, but can continue to push forward. So I like the response from Bigatron Beta, right? The fact that they're getting big anchors on top of the Zhu Xin, making sure that they've got the Baxia, a huge tank on top of the Minotaur. Team fighting is going to be a lot easier for Bigatron Beta this time round.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Hellgurt slipped
man.
through yet again. But I do like Bigatron Beta's draft right now because they know that, okay, Kadera is going to be a threat, but a huger threat in the early game is going to be Beloyski's Hellcurt. So we don't need to ban that out because we know how to face up against that Hellcurt. We just need escape mechanisms. We need crowd control mechanisms. The Ruby is being banned out, so maybe even a Terizla would be a viable option to have a secondary engage over onto GEEK fam.
Is that going to be enough, though? That's assuming that Bigatron Beta are like, you know what? Instead of 3 sources of damage, we just want 2.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right? Okay, so Bigatron Beta, they have 2 tanks, right? So I'm a little bit worried here the fact that there's a Harith, and Harith is good at kiting. And Harith, if we look at like the Minotaur who needs to land is a Minion Fury, it's going to be hard to land it against the Harith.
Especially with Purify as well. It's a simple battle spell that counters all CC, right? But coming into the second phase, I think GEEK fam are thinking, you know what? 3 damage sources might be a little annoying to deal with. We need people who are able to dive. We need people who are able to pump out some real numbers. So banning out the Paquito makes sense to me. The Loyi response from the side of Bigatron Beta does kind of indicate, hey, if they want to fight, at the very least, let's take away AoE mages.
Yeah, and Bigatron Beta, they need to have a high mobility EXP, so that's why GEEK fam has that thought ahead, and that's why they ban out the Paquito. The next option, man, I don't know, a Benedetta maybe?
Yeah, Benedetta would be the next best option after the Paquito. Or if you want to go crazy a little bit, maybe even the Esmeralda into the fray as well. Does very well in the offsides, but we've seen the resurgence just a little bit. Banning out that Zaz, so no more zone control over the side of GEEK fam, but they could very well go back to the Novarias or some of these Xaviers. You have like that zone control that GEEK fam desperately needs if they want to maintain control of the early game neutral objectives.
Then I wouldn't go with the Xavier if we're talking about early game objectives, right? I think that GEEK fam right now, if they take away the Roger, Bigatron Beta might be in some trouble. It means that Pin has to dig really deep into his pool to see what else can make it work, right? I think even the Beatrix is not a bad idea, but they opted not to deny and instead continue to play towards their strategy. Dive me, I don't mind. I have a huge AoE to slow you down.
You got second life as well.
Oh man, I'm looking at the options that GEEK fam has, right? AoE, they can technically blind, they can kite, they can tank, they can engage as well with the Arlo, with the final slash. I mean, GEEK fam, they have a lot of options on their side. They even can do split pushing as well, just because of how we saw Beloyski in the previous round. He's the one that manned the split push.
But it's a double-edged sword though. They're not very tanky. Is that a Masha there here?
Here we go. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, so Kadera is the one. Yeah. Kadera's the main target, so they pick up the Roger for themselves. That's going in the hands of Washer Paul in the jungle. Wait a second.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, gold lane Roger, and then Baksha in the jungle, and then Masha just targeting this Harith. I think it makes sense on paper.
I think it's interesting, right? Because again, Masha has a pretty decent matchup into the Arlet. It's a pretty dead lane. But more importantly, as soon as you disarm the Harith, even if he's in Zaman Force, it's not like he's going to have the empowered auto attacks until he rearms himself once again. And we're not even getting to the Thunderclap just yet. But that's going to be the final composition for both of these teams. What do you boys think?
Man, I think looking over at this, well, the Xbox as a tank melter, I think is a perfect pick there. But of course, the argument is that are they tanky enough to absorb skills, absorb the damage? But I guess the idea here for GEEK is that you want to play aggressive.
Aggressive, I get you. But with that being said here, looks like we're going to be heading into the game not too long from now. This is going to be interesting. I think the draft has been really well done for both of these teams. But Churros, break it down for us as we head on into the Land of Dawn.
Well, thank you, Gideon. Take a break. We'll handle this one. We're jumping into the Land of Dawn. I don't know about you guys, but man, both of these teams are showing strategy after strategy. The masters of innovation, the brains of the game. And we're loading in. Honestly, though, I do like Biggest Run Beta's draft a little bit more. It's easier to execute, but that being said, the Masha is a gamble because it's always like you're gonna lose out your lane, especially towards an Arlot. So you're gonna lose out on that lane. You need to wait until your power spikes hit. You're building that Masha on full damage builds as well. You need that Sea Halberd. You need the BODs. You need high damage output in order to scale on late game. But Beloyski actually takes first blood over Saruzi.
Wow, calm down, Beloyski, calm down. I mean, we haven't even reached the first minute and he already got first blood. And the fact that Beloyski is the one that get the first blood, his capability of reaching level 4 first is a lot higher.
Yeah, he doesn't see. Oh, Pin doesn't see Beloyski. He might be in threat over here.
He's still level 1.
Kadera pushing in through. Oh, Deadly Stingers won't be able to connect or make too much of a damage onto Pin. But I think the bottom side lane, Roger would have an easier time against Harith. It's a 1-to-1 matchup. Pretty much balanced. Roger Paul actually steals the purple buff.
Okay, and they might be looking for more. Let's see if they'll be able to get our boy. Our boy flickers away to safety underneath the turret. Washipol is tanky enough. And the idea of them having the Baksha is that they want jungle invade, it seems.
Yeah, they're doing it to the T though. With the Baksha, you need to be very, very aggressive. That's the power of the utility jungle. You're able to soak up that damage, able to just whittle down a lot of the opponents until your mage comes through and deals that magic damage to be able to wipe out your enemies. But Washer Paul has that rotation game going on. They're hyper-focusing on the EXP lane, trying to get that level 4 as fast as they can before settling onto that turtle.
And speaking of the turtle, it's going to be up in about 5 more seconds, and both sides wants to contest for it. Now, the Xbox Vincent is up there waiting, and this is actually in this tournament at least that we see Vincent using the Xbox, and it's a little bit different than what we're used to seeing used. That is the Roger.
So actually, Vincent is level 3, so not yet level 4. So a lot of his buffs are compromised. But Biggest Run Beta has a little bit of a lead, level lead. They're not having to engage. Oh, Gobs actually takes out Nice. So
okay, that just happened there. A little bit off screen, but now Gobs, you get away. Okay, a counter onto the back line, but they're now currently split between the two sides. On top as well as bottom, as Gobs will go down to Zyruzi. And looks like GEEK Fam, they lost another player, but they got the turtle.
This is a very good trade. You're trading out your roam position, your EXP side, for the turtle. It's pretty good. Okay.
But they're looking for more right now. Beloyski, last tick of health, dashes away to safety, but his other teammate, Kadera was waiting for Beloyski from the back. Our boy now being chased down by Pin. He should be able to finish him off, but our boy is able to get away. Pin just by the nick of moment.
The Harith was actually good in just dodging and sidestepping away from that Juicin second skill. The Lantern will be very, very disasterly if he stays in. Okay, underneath the turret.
Whoa, nice flicker to the front to ensure that he gets the kill.
Oh man, EXP to lane matchup is not working out well for this Masha against the Arlot. Masha though, early game, you're struggling a little bit, no problem. I just need to build up time, have some time, build up that late game damage that I need. And then Kadera, you have a big red spot on your back, and I'm here for it.
And now Kadira is the one being pushed
Marzi
back.
yet again.
Oh, again, a lot of focus onto Marzi. But at least this time he has backup. Naksu is dead good with him.
Yeah, Kadira can take care of himself, but Kadira under a lot of damage though underneath the turret. He's able to use that Z-Force, get out of the way.
Oh, but he's not out just yet though. But okay, no minions there. He should be okay underneath the turret. No big commitment yet. But speaking of commitment, Pin comes in. And Kadira should be able to punish him back. Kadira! Beautiful punishment, but he's not able to survive the second onslaught. But still, he got one trade.
He's able to just delay his inevitable doom. Enough time for a boy to come back and maintain that wave. Beloyski using Dark Knight Falls to get out that way, but Biggest from Beta has to worry about that lane priority on all sides. Everything is just pushing into their bases, their T1s.
But speaking about pushing right now, they're pushing onto Wishpal. Wishpal comes back.
Naksu?
He knows he has teammates, but the damage, they need the damage right now. Our boy is pretty low, but now he managed to get a good distance. And Beloyski is there to take out Natsu. Man,
Naksu.
and not only that, they should be able to get the turtle.
Yeah, that's like turtle secure for GEEK fam. Naksu not having a good game from the start, but Pin! A 1-to-1 kill over the side of Kadera. That's a very, very nice kill. Taking control of that lane. Beloyski just nearby, just giving him a little bit of a support for that bottom lane T1 push. The big question is GEEK fam able to survive until that late game because they do have a very, very early game draft. The late game insurance comes in the form of the Xborg, who's going to be very, very difficult to take down on the side of Big from Beta.
Yeah, and he's able to make down Wishpal as well as Naksu, the two tank heroes as well. Maybe even Marzi, but I would expect maybe towards the late game, Marzi might want to focus on the split push because right now when it comes to team fights, Bigatron Beta is not really winning it.
Itemizations wise, Thunderbolt already built up by the Orlot, but hold on a second, Beloyski using the Dark Knight Falls, desperately trying to run away. He will be able to make out safe. On the bottom side, already pushing in. Getting back to the items though, Stardom Cypher already built up for Kadera, so slowly but surely building up all of his core items. It's pretty much neck and neck at this point. No major differences in terms of the itemizations just as of yet.
Yeah, it's still about 5 to 6 minutes left, but then again, about 3k gold difference for GEEK fam, but Gobs seems to be trouble flickers away to safety. His other teammates are there, so there will not be any further pursuit by Bigatron Beta.
Juicing is so annoying though. Just however near you are, if you don't have any mobility or escape mechanism, you're always trapped in. Marzi!
Oh, you blink and you miss it. Marzi, he had like what?
There's three layers of health.
That's the 3 layers of health, and it took like what, 2 seconds for them to take him down?
Yeah, that's like a oh man, this is so unfortunate. Oh, getting frozen pin, caught in the middle.
Looking for the next target though, but it's more about putting back the pressure. But look at the bottom lane.
Kadera having a free farm there. He's playing Farmville as of this point. Everyone in Bigatron Beta needs to react to this Harith. He's getting caught out, stuck in the middle, using the Z-Force, trying to desperately get out of the way. He does! Kadera gets out safe.
Dude, 4 players from Bigatron Beta committed to Kadira just for him to use the Saman Force to step away. I mean, that is a lot of resources there used just for him.
Yeah, you got the double split push coming in from GEEK fam. Bigatron Beta having a team fight composition so difficult. Now that Marzi's severely underfarmed, the turtle will be contested for by Bigatron Beta, and they desperately need this. If they can find an angle, find a way to snatch up this turtle or steal it, they are back in that game. Now it's still even out at 5,000 gold lead, favoring the side of GEEK fam. So it's not that difficult for Bigatron Beta, but they don't need to take these fights.
But they seem to still want to though. Washipoi is the one at the front, but the rest of GEEK fam is here. Okay, Bigatron Beta, they have to let this one go. They cannot continue to pursue.
Yeah,
if not,
just give
this
it up.
might happen, then they will start the chase.
Yeah, GEEK fam wants to start the aggression ongoing, but all sides, the lanes are pushing in to GEEK fam's favor. Bigatron Beta needs to maintain the priority of the waves. It's so difficult because Marzi is so severely on the farm. It's so difficult for her to clear that waves. But Beloyski actually...
It's probably going to be a solo kill, but no, he has a little bit of backup there from the bottom. Gobs is together with him. It's 2v1, and Beloyski will be the one to secure the kill again. 4 kills now for the Roma.
Yeah, we missed it off camera, but Marzi, no, man. The Masha pick, though. His job is to take down Kadera, but I don't think as of now. But speaking of Kadera...
Kadera is in trouble. Our boy is there. Trade between the two. Our boy gets pinned instead.
Oh, that bounty hit. Did you see that bounty? One Kadera down. Everyone buys their cores. Oh, but Beloyski just continuing that ambush down the bottom side, continuing the lane push.
Oh, but they are not over yet in the middle. So now Worshipful opening up the sides. He is rather tanky, so he should be able to survive this.
Yeah. At this point of time, 8 minutes into the game, next big objective will be that Lord Pin still slowly but surely seeping his way up in the gold leaderboard, and topping the charts is Kadera. He has his Trinity, or basically the Stardom Scythe and the Feather of Heaven, to be able to deal that damage as well as getting that cooldown reduction on his Z-Force. But now Marzi is still stuck midway through the bottom side, man. Oh, man. Marzi's not having a good time this game.
Not at all. Look at it. 0-3-1, and he has no space to farm, no space to push at all. Bigger or better, I can see what they're trying to do. They're starting to group up here. They're trying to get pickoffs, but there's no target for the number one. Number two, the damage output. Is it enough? I mean, we're talking about almost a 6k gold difference.
Yeah. Right now, with Masha severely on the farm and seeping into the late game, it's virtually playing a 4-man game because Masha needs to just be a sacrificial lamb, soaking up all these damages. And Marzi doesn't know.
No.
Dogs
no. Here we go. 2 onto Marzi. Marzi, where are you going to go? Where are you going to run? Where are you going to hide? And the answer is nowhere. As Gobs will take it down. Look at this. Marzi's only at level 9.
Oh, Gobs. He weaves, he bobs out of there, but the Lord left wide open. GEEK Fam's going to snatch that right up.
The Lord easily taken by GEEK Fam. I mean, this is looking to be a one-sided game, but then again, Bigatron Beta, they have to come up with something, but first, they have to back out.
Yeah, GEEK Fam zoning them out of the way. They need that enhanced minions to push in that T1. Once that happens, Bigatron Beta's jungle is GEEK Fam's jungle right now, and it's looking hella red at this point.
And the turret is still up though in the middle, but soon will go down to the hands of GEEK Fam. Now, Bigatron Beta, they might want to let the inner turret go as well. I mean, there's almost no way for them to defend this.
GEEK Fam is so adaptable. Right now, I mean, Gobs was playing the EXP side, but he's always with Beloyski as of this point. You're keeping the side lanes for Kadera, so you're effectively hyper-farming up Kadera and maximizing his gold intake, but hold on.
And here we go all the way inside, and the Minoa Fury does hit on the 2 for the side of GEEK Fam, but not enough damage again. Still not enough damage for the side of Bigatron Beta to take down anyone up boy against Rusi instead with the double kill.
It's 2 men down.
GEEK Fam, man, it was a decent Minoa Fury, but the damage.
Yeah, he was on the wrong side of that wall, man. Bigatron Beta, they need to start their defense. Watch Paul stuck in the middle as well.
He will definitely go down here. Mega kill for Beloyski, and now they're going for the chase. They're looking for more kills. In fact, Beloyski gets a double kill. Pin is winning behind, but what can he do? Because GEEK Fam will win the game, and they say we're done. We will move on to our tea time.